What is up, you guys? There we go. Full screen, big screen. What's up? Doing good over here. This past week has been a great little week for us, and got some good things on the roll. Starting with we finished Kazar, and that was quick. Boom, boom, boom. Next day, I already started painting and fixing a couple of things and last minute additions. So it's been good, and actually sold them. When I paint and I get painted, it sells. I'm happy about that. I appreciate you guys for those who purchased already. I only have a couple more. But yeah, man. Appreciate you guys. You see, got a whole little setup going right here of all the recent things I made. So start with Kazar over here. So grab it down. So I don't have them with the dino hide bracers because I like these ones. This is the look I was going for, but he does have currently the new dagger that I have. This is the new version I made. I made another one that I put out at this time of release, and if you can't see, I'm using my fat forehead for this, and the tip of the dagger didn't look too good. It was too thick, and so I had to make a change. Also, it was too big of a blade that it didn't fit behind his. I forgot about this part here, that it didn't fit in there. So I had to make sure it did. So you can take the new one now. It's a tight fit. It's not it's not easy to put it. I mean, it's just takes a little bit of persuasion to get in there, but it does get in there. And boom, see, there you go. I haven't tested it with it when it was painted. I did it when it was not painted, so we'll see how that goes. But if I need to, we do different versions. So, anyways, it came out good. No paint rub, nothing wrong with it. So that's fantastic. So yeah, I'm kind of still getting used to painting and stuff. So I'm still learning how to make these things work. But they're coming out pretty good. The dino hide wraps look good. Dagger looks good. I realized with these ones I got to do another layer of on the blade part. I don't know if you guys can tell here, but in the future I'm gonna make another set, paint those ones up. But yeah, these ones look pretty dope. He's got this little necklace there, and the version I need is exactly what I got. But yeah, mainly I just wanted the dagger because I was tired of the old version of the dagger just slipping out of his hands. So yeah, so there's that. That was pretty dope. Triple Toys, what's up, Kevin? And we got Smash Lab Creations. Let's go get this bread. What's up, Chris? So yeah, we got these suckers. Put them up there. The other one that I can't wait to get this one painted up. Craven. Make sure you guys go get a Craven head. Can't wait to get this one painted up by Nico. He's working on these ones in a bit. But this one's pretty dope. Picked the bracers that I had on the other one on the Kazar. I made for him, but he's got the brown versions, so those are very nice. These fit cause it's like the Savage anymore. I changed out the forearms because I didn't like the forearm before, so these ones are great. And then also gave him that necklace as well because the old necklace didn't sit it wanted to sit in between this thing. So the vest, and it wanted to float. This one sits nice and underneath the vest and keeps it tight and looks good. I don't have any worries about that one. So yeah, there's that. And then, as you can see right here, we got Doom Throne going on. This is by Innovation Model. I did not sculpt this part. This is why I don't really want to sell this. I don't know. We'll see. It's a lot to print. I used the Resin Tough 74, and I've got probably about this much resin, and then I got maybe a little bit left in the thing. This is brand new when I started doing this. So one print took this much out. So I don't really want to do it too much. and unless it's worth it. If it's the right price, I'll do it. But I might not do it painted. I might only do paint for myself. But what I'm gonna try to do is the base, because that one's printed in PLA right now. I'm gonna re-sculpt it to where it's wide enough to fit the Doom bots next to it, and then behind it is gonna be like a wall, castle wall, and have maybe do a window. I don't know, probably not. And then do like the Laverian flags behind it. I thought that'd be pretty cool. It's a way to kind of put up the Fantastic Four. We'll put the Fantastic Four next to Doctor Doom, and put those up. So yeah. Oh yeah, Mystique. I had to take the head off, but I don't have the tack on there right now. But yeah, Mystique is in the process, or she's available if you wanted to, but I didn't want to paint her up yet until the new version comes out, in case they change the paint, which I'm sure they probably would. So that's something to look forward to as well. Mystique we recently did. The other cool thing that I started redoing is, if for those that have not seen it, the Fantastic Four wall mounts that have this uses a Mezco peg style, because I like them. They're pretty thick and they're nice and for being fastened. Like these figure arts at the end, they loosen up too much at the end, because the Mezco ones can be tightened with a screw and the other ones don't. So I really like these ones. I'm working on an X-Men one's being printed out right now. Batman's being printed, and a Avengers one's being printed as well. So if you guys want an SH figure arts one, I might try to work that out. We'll figure it out. It's not hard. I just got to change the outside of the hole. But those are available on uncannysculpts.com right now, as well as this awesome piece. That's the larger wall mount. That all these things work with command strips too, by the way. So this is like a negative zone portal. So you can put the thing up here, and then each Fantastic Four on the sides here, and it sits up there and works pretty well. You can put a command strip like right here, the small one, and then do like a large one here, and it stays up there fine. I haven't had any issues. The only thing I've had an issue with was a Human Torch keeps wanting to fall off, but that's the figure's problem, not the command strips. So yeah, but I'm really excited for this one. I just printed it out, and boom, it's ready to go. It's 2 pieces. This can actually pop out. I made a different one that it's a lot less of the model, but let's see if I can get the sucker out. There we go. So this is a separate piece. So if you wanted to do something with here, you could, and if you just wanted to put this down on the a table for a diorama shot or something, or an actual photography display, you can. So there is that. It's really cool. So that's one of the other things I just put up on uncannysculpts.com. Go check it out right now. And yeah, so that's really fun. I'm really happy to have that. So I'm trying to do little things, different things, since I don't paint things all the time. It's nice to have things I can print and be done with. So, and especially with the accessories, small accessories, if I can paint them up and make them right, I will. So, Doom bots, I'm working on. I want to try to get paint that works well for it. Since I have the paint for the dagger, it's similar to it, so I'm going to try to use that for the Doom bots. Paint those up and get those out for you guys. We'll see how that goes. So yeah. Is this possible to order just a necklace and dagger? Happy with original arm wraps? No, there's not a way. However, feel free, just hit me up. Maybe the same. What I'll have you do is just order a normal, the normal painted wraps, or if you unpainted, whatever you prefer. I'll just I won't give you the wraps, and I'll just give you the dagger instead. It's not that big of a deal. So if you ordered just whatever you want, if you want a painted version or unpainted, just order the set, and then DM me on Instagram, and I'll take out the wraps, and I'll give you just the dagger. I have no problem with that, as long as you guys give me a heads up. It works out for me. Yeah, just DM me on Instagram. Let me know when you order it, and give me your order number or something. I can see names, but it helps me if you tell me exactly which one it is. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty cool stuff. we it's exciting things moving on. Also the other cool thing I have right here is Sandman pieces. Yeah, I've been having these on my desk for a little while, and haven't. These ones are painted up by Nico as well, and they work. These are like the comic Sandman ones I did, and they work on the No Way Home all Sandman body. So you can have your Spider-Man fighting some Sandman goons. I'm not gonna want to stay. Okay, all right, we can see it. So yeah, got a little display things of all the things coming out recently, and I'm looking forward to working on this Bullseye right now. So let's get into that sucker. Let's see here. Move myself off to the side. Present. Cool. All right, and then so with Bullseye. Okay. Oh yeah. Here's a look at the arm wraps and the necklace. By the way, the little part that's in the center of like between on the necklace, the teeth parts, the little center areas, it's a pain the part to paint. So I just decided not to paint that part anymore. I'm just gonna do it all the color texture of the color of the teeth, because it just was not working for me. And that was a new dagger. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We got so there's the references for Bullseye. It's gonna be more of like a classic-y one. I have this version of the Marvel Ultimate Alliance Bullseye, and we'll see. I might do something that's slightly in line with it, with like a little bit of like more detailing on the in like the forehead area, just to give it a little bit more detail, kind of like armor. We'll kind of hit that. So, and then I really like this head sculpt, or this design that you have for more like intense eyes, and then gritted teeth. It's more psychotic looking. I like that. Yeah, so this is, and then so what we're trying to achieve here is a gritted teeth with angry eyes, and then we're trying to do a gritted teeth with wide eyes, which is like as you see right here. And then we're going to try to hit the devious smile, determined eye. When the smile, I'm going to take out one of his teeth as well. That'd be pretty cool. And then we're going to make a normal stoic version. And then, cause I think technically the Bullseye that's out right now it has like a smile, a slight smile. So you don't have any stoic Bullseyes. So you can get that now. So we can have like this kind of look. And then the last one is the full mask ultimate version. So from the Ultimate Spider-Man, which is this one here. Let me pull it up real quick. So I had a couple people asking about this one. So this is going to be the Ultimate Bullseye, and if we can get to it, we will. I'll add that as well. So there's like 5, possibly 6 variations depending on what we do. And if I can pick a way to do it, I might change the mask out for a Hawkeye mask, so you can get his Dark Avengers look as well. So a lot of different options here. Hopefully they're cool for you guys. Yeah, let's get started. Let's put this up for you guys to look at. Alright. So let's start with kind of like starting with the nose sometimes. Let's do so let's get this. Nice. So I think I want to extend. We're gonna try to extend this nose. I do want like kind of like a brokeny nose. So that looks like he's been in a bunch of fights. Bring this down. And then after we're working on Bullseye, we'll be getting into we'll continue with the Daredevil theme, and we'll be doing the blind spot, and then and I should be able to finish that in a week. And then after that, I'll do Muse. So stay tuned for those. Daredevil himself, after we finish that one up, I was being painted right now. It's almost done, and I absolutely cannot wait for that to come in. And if you guys are just chilling here, if you guys are new, by all means, let me know what you would like to see in the future. I'm trying to do some stuff. The wall mounts. If you have a character you'd like to see in the future, let me know. I'd like to keep working on those as I can. Unfortunately, since I don't have an AMS, I have to get the help of Nico to print those out. So I have to wait for him to be able to print it. But I'm currently working on the Superman one, kind of like a classic-y looking one, and working on. I'd like to do Green Lantern once I can afford to buy the extra PLA. Say, surprisingly, you can get a lot done with red, yellow, white, and black. So, snips. All right, let's see here. Town. Go here. And hopefully you guys had a good chill weekend. It was pretty chill for us. We didn't do too much. We did end up going to stop by the mall. I guess a Pop Mart opened up finally at our mall. So we were on our way home, and we stopped by over there, and I picked up these little peach riot or rise up peach riot. They're like punk girls, but like I wanted all the punk ones, but of course we got the ones that were not punky looking. But I might try again. I don't do the Labubu's, but I know Chris needs all the Labubu's. They were sold out of all of them anyways. I think they had the Wings of Fortune one, like the purplish one, and then they have the Coca-Cola ones, I guess. They had some cool stuff. They have some Marvel stuff I want to see more of. Hopefully they can do more comic-y stuff. Alright, let's move the eyes. in a little bit. Yeah. So I kept these eyes from the previous one that I made, and I want to see how those do. And since Bullseye doesn't have like a mask over his eyes, I kind of wanted to see these put into use. Let's go here. Trying to like overlay it a little bit so they're together, and then we'll merge them, and we're going to move them together because they need to be in the right spot. I want to make sure that they're together. All right, so let's go down, merge down. All right, and then we'll go turn this one on. Then let's move them up here, put them in their spot. I think that's about right. And then, okay, let's turn off. Okay, interesting. I think it's the right spot. Maybe we can go up a few. Let's do it again. Yeah, I can always play with it. No, I'll leave it as is. Okay, so let's see. What can we do here? All right, let's focus on the eye since we're still here. We gotta clean this area up. Nice and clean. Let's move this over here. All right, now let's do the details here in the bag, which are the eyes. Let's do one more up here. I don't think I need this second one here. It's at least not that far. Let's just do like right here. Just blend it a wee bit. this. There we go. Then let's work on, let's mess with the chin. Let's see what kind of chin we want to make for him. I do kind of want it to be a little broad of a chin. This is a little bit more too muscular. It needs to be kind of thin. Let's go. Let's bring this in. Then let's bring out the bottom of the chin here. Yeah, that looks good. And then let's see here. Let's give him a little bit of like a dimple here. I think that adds to it a good bit. Let's do BCB. Oops. Let's go a little bit bigger. So slight. No, I'm not liking that. I think it's just because it's too big. Let's go bring the intensity up. We'll bring the draw size down. Like a penis right there. There we go. Then let's do another version. Go a little bit bigger. Bring the intensity down. Then let's bring in the chin. Okay. Alright, so it's not too bad. Here, let's bring out this. Bits. Okay, let's bring out the cheeks as well. Good. And here, let's out a wee bit. Going up here, sink that in, just ever so slightly. All right, the brows, let's kind of give them. There. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this detail here should stay there, or should I take that out? Does it suit him? I feel like it does need to have. Let's come in a little bit here. here. Let's see. So like that. Then BFA. Go. Alright, tough for me. I like the variety though. Might depend on how his mouth area. Yeah, depends. I do like it that it kind of helps me set it apart from the other things I've created. I think this nostril here needs to come out. Then I think I just need to add a little bit more in here. It's like this part comes out, but it still needs closing this gap. Let's go back in here. Bring this down in. Let's see, maybe this can come out. Alright, so now that we got that, I think that's a good shape for the nose. Let's see, I have kind of a side profile. Let's get this a little bit more peakish. Yeah, like that. Yeah, okay. Like that. Okay, so let's work on the mouth now. We start with a little dimples in the side of the mouth first. I find this helps a lot. Then we can then go in here and create the mouth shape. Start with more of a grimace. Let's see here. I take this between here and here. Third. Yeah, that's alright. That would be here. Got thin with some thin lips. Up, down. Let's try to get this a little bit closer here. Right. maybe right about there. I don't know if that's about the same as where it was before, but it's fine. Let's fill this gap in. Let's break this out. We're down. Nice, pretty nice. Let's go here. That looks good. You know what? I feel like I need to let's bring down the nose-ish. Like this whole area, I feel like we can bring this in. Let's drop this nose down a wee bit. Let's drop the mouth down a wee bit. I think that's better. All right, let me fix up this nose shape here. Let's bring this down. Just subtle things. Alright, so let's kind of build in this lip area. Oh, you know what? Let's do standard brush. This is going to help fill in this gap. Because this clay buildup brush will kind of like fill in the gaps. The standard tool will help push it out. That's what we want. How we build that out. Same thing right here. Nice. There we go. See, build that shape up a little bit. All right. So now let's redefine this jowl shape. Nice. This a little bit up. All right, cool. And then let's get under here. All right, very nice. And let me redo these lips a little bit. Ever so gently. now a little bit looking better. So now you feel like the top lip is top in the corner is sitting higher than the bottom here. Which is nice. But we don't want that to happen so far down here. We want this to kind of come and curve in here. So let's use clay buildup brush. That's going to help level things out. That's going to come bring this in here. And start building up this part of the jaw. Okay, and then here. Alright, good so far. I'll take this, and then we'll really get, you'll see more expression. When it comes to expressions, I think it'll be much better. Alright, let's mess with we'll leave the face as is for now. Let's get into the ear. Actually, let me fix this jaw a little bit. The chin, not chin, jaw. Yeah, I guess it's jaw. Let's go here. Okay. Yeah, I think that's okay for now. Let's get back into this ear here. Actually, he doesn't need an ear because the mask is going to be on there. It's like depending on whether I want to actually do a unmasked version or not. I can always do it later, but for now we'll just. Most of my things are masked anyway, so we'll bring down the ear. A person of Steve Buscemi? Yeah, right. I feel like Steve Buscemi can pull off Bullseye with his little crazy eyes and stuff. It'd be funny. I don't think he can do the voice, but the face would be funny. Alright, let's do BFA. Flatten this out a little bit. Wow, I really hate that I don't have anything for the ears. Like my side view, it's like the ears kind of cut off. You don't really see it right there, but it's all right. We'll leave it similar to this. At least it's fine. Okay, so we got that. Let's bring the bottom of the eyes in a little bit here. Detail. Look at eyes for that one. All right, so what I do need to add detail though is above the eyes here. I do need to add a little bit here. You know what? That needs to start a little bit lower. Like that. Ready? This. Here, go. Okay, that's good enough for now. I feel like I need to bring this part up the job. And then I think I need to add, I just need to bring this a wee bit. Oops. Alright. Soften that back up a wee bit. Okay. Alrighty, so he doesn't really need eyebrows for now because the mask is going to cover them. We'll be okay with that. I do feel like the way the eye bags are, it could be how it's kind of coming right here. The V is coming here. I think the V needs to happen here. So let's move this down a wee bit. That. Then let's see, how is this eye? I think we can go a little bit more on the cheeks. Let's fill those up a wee bit. Good. Should he have crow's feet near his eyes, or would it be too much with the bags? That's what I was trying to do a little bit right here. Trying to do a little bit of crow's feet here. I think he could. It's not enough. That might be okay with that. I think that's probably the extent I want to go with it. Maybe dig this deeper, a little bit deeper. Okay. All right, I think it's okay. Take a look at the reference here. You know what? Let's fix in this nose area here. Let's get it. Just kind of just develop this rim area. And then reform that. Oops. Alright, let's see here. I think I like that. I kind of want to bring in, instead of the bottom of the chin forward, I think I want to bring in the bottom of the chin back a wee bit. Kind of already is, but we kind of want to go more. Let's go bring this in and see how it looks. So if we bring this back, we bring this forward, maybe down a wee bit. Bring this like that. Yeah, okay. And then I just want to bring this up here. All right. That. Okay. All right. Let's start getting to the mask. Make bullseye. What's nice about when I don't have to deal with the eyes is because the eyes like to shrink inwards a little bit when I make a mask, when I extract it. So if I don't have to make the eye areas, it's a little bit better. All right, so we're gonna come up and over the eye or the nose. Come up over the cheek. And it rides the eyebrow. Let's go a little bit more up on the eyebrow. Here. Alright, come. Let's cut this area out. Then this. Yeah, I guess it's fine like that. Let's go a little bit more in here. That. Okay. Then bring this straight down. little bit. All right, so we're gonna mask out. Here. Down and mask all of this out. How do we like the look of that? Okay. Let's move this a little bit wider here. Let's go a little further back. I think that's pretty good. Just define this line a little bit more. And let's kind of clean this line a little bit. Make that sharper. All right, fantastic. Let's go subtool, masking, sharpen the mask. See how we're looking here. Alright, let me save it as a poly group for now, because I kind of want to change the way this nose is a little bit. So I want this to be a little wide, make this a little bit. So it has more of this shape here. I feel like that would be better. Let's see, I have a cleanup brush. Where's my cleanup brush? Stream polish. You know what? That might be too extreme. Okay, so now let's go back to here. And then let's sharpen. Yeah, I guess that's fine. It's like sometimes the part here is sharp, the corner here is sharp. Other times it's kind of slightly rounded. Other times it kind of drops in like this. I think I'll keep it kind of like at this, you know, kind of a drop. That looks right. All right, so let's go here. We're gonna extract. Let's see here. One of the doubles on. Let's see how thick that gets. Yeah, I think that's about right. Except that, oh, you know what? Let me fix this because I kind of want to clean this bottom edge up a little bit. With this here. There we go. I want to make sure that's a little bit cleaner. Not that you're ever going to really see it, but it's going to bug me later on if I don't do it. Alright, so let's fix the masking. And sharpen. Oh, it's only 9 o'clock, not bad. I can get 10. Alright, let's go. Extract. You know what? Maybe I need to clean up these lines, because otherwise, as you can see from the extraction, it doesn't look as good. So let's go in here. You know what? Should probably add a little bit more geometry in here before I did this. Is that going to help with the masking? But you have to fix it later. You know what? I think here. Let's get a little higher up in the nose. I don't think it should be this low in the nose. Let's go higher. Maybe a wee bit higher. That's better. Which is too low on the nose. If you get around to other expressions, the missing tooth would be nice. Yes, I do plan on doing the missing tooth for sure, especially in the smile. Yeah, he will definitely have a missing tooth. I feel like that kind of helps make him more crazier bullseye. But this will be like his stoic face. Good start. Okay, so let's take this, extract. You know what? Let's extract the 0. So that way I can try to clean up edges better with it if I do that way. So let's hit accept. Go here. So you see the edges there. Select properties, we're going to double that so we can see both sides. Alright, so now we can go into deformation and we're going to polish that. There we go. See, it's a little bit cleaner. And then I'm going to go into geometry, zero measure. Let's see if this is enough. That way everything can have that nice clean edge all the way around. Okay. Go back a little bit. Geometry. do this about 7. Not liking what it's doing here. Let's go 15. Looking at the Born Again Daredevil mask, and the texture reminds me of the Louis Vuitton printing. Yeah. When they added that texturing into the mask, I can understand that. So this could be better, guys. Let's do half it. Zero mesh it again. Let's see what happens. That's a little bit cleaner. It's better. One more time. Okay, so that's better. What would have been nice is, if you see how right here, how it's kind of like, it should be like a nice ring around these eyes. That's the kind of geometry you would really want, and then it splits off afterwards. Not a corner point here at the edge of the nose, but it's all right. So let's take this. And we're going to do ECM for Z modeler, and then polygroup. No, not polygroup, polygroup all, and display properties. Turn the double off. Go in a little bit, flip it, and then we're going to come out. Wherever we want it to be. Very nice, pretty clean. Now I can come in here and let's see here. Let's forget loop. I feel like the eyes, we'll leave the eyes a little bit. We're going to bevel this edge because I feel like it needs to, see, like what? See, that's the other, so, okay, so that's another reason why it's not good to have this situation, because when it is a poly loop, it's not a complete loop. It's going and then coming here and doing all this weirdness, which I don't really want it to do. Let's just see how it looks from here. Insert. Five. Oops. Let's get it here. Here. I believe that should be it. 5 to 5. Not too bad. 5 to 5. So now I can start making. Let's get in here. Let's delete lower. now we're gonna dynameshes. Now that we have a nice clean sculpt, we want definition in this now. So I'm gonna what the hell? Solution. Why in the hell is it doing that? Do it one more time. That's off. That's off. Why in the hell is it doing that? It's creating a perfectly straight line. Turn off symmetry. Let's see what happens. Oh my god, why in the world is it doing that? Let's try something instead. Go Summation Master, preprocess. We're just gonna try to change the topology of it, and maybe that allows me to do it. Because maybe there's an issue in some point that give it that. Kind of hoping Mofex will make a comic Bullseye to pair with their Daredevil. Ooh, if they do, that would be fantastic, and then I could put this head right on there. So, I think a Daredevil. I mean, not Daredevil. Mofex Bullseye would be perfect for sure. I think that's gonna be a clean figure, and it's gonna be probably pretty fun to pose. Now I'm looking at the sculpt here. I'm wondering the mask. Let me just try to fix this real quick. I guess that's okay. I'm just trying to look at some of these pictures here. Alright, let me redo this. When is the next? Like, would it be Comic-Con? I guess that would be July, right? That's the next big reveals. I don't think anything is in June. Yeah, I don't think anything is, unless there's an import thing. But I think the next big reveal stuff will have to be in Comic-Con. Be what is it, 2 more months? Coming up quick. Because I think it's early, isn't it? Early July? Or is it mid-July? Alright, that's current. Okay, so now let's see if it lets me dynamesh this. The only reason I want to dynamesh it instead of after the zero mesher is because if I... Oh my god, it really is still doing this. That is the oddest thing. Oh, you know what? Let's see here. Deformation. Whatever. Maybe we'll stick with it. Hopefully it's enough. I guess I should probably just leave it. I'll leave it as is for now. And then per expression, I think I'll change it. Okay, let's add the bullseye part to it. Let's see here. I wanted to kind of do that with the Marvel Ultimate Alliance thing. Let me see here. I need something to kind of make it a little bit different. So let's go. Let's see how this looks. It's too soft. Don't hate it. Here, let's do carve. Let's go a bit smaller. Go. Interesting. Let's see. Let me mask out this section. Close. What? Why didn't I do it? It was on it. Oops. I don't know. Before I started trying to do all that stuff, is that gonna look okay? Yeah, it should be okay. give it a little bit different. Yeah, that'll look okay. So close. It needs to be perfect. That's pretty damn close. Let me see if I can kind of fudge it a little bit here. What do you guys think? Does that work? And then I'm gonna do that as well from here, and then do it back again. So let's go here. Oh shit. Right. Oh, that's why it's on the move tool. Curve. Bigger. Yeah, I think it's about the size of that. I stupidly changed the size of my draw. Alright, let's clean up this. Alright, cool, looks good. Alright. Oh, also, Gaijin, I'm sorry, man. I forgot to say what's up. How you doing, buddy? Let's mask out the top. I need to turn the stroke back up a little bit higher. Yeah, it's only at 1. That's why. Go. Okay, and then let's get the inside here. So make sure it wraps all the way in. Here and here. Okay, and then do detail. No, maybe not that. Let's bring this in. So we're a little bit slanted, but we want a little bit more in here. The head in as well. Okay. All right, so let's fix up this area here. place the radius a little bit higher on this one. What? Let's go. I'm gonna draw size up a wee bit. Carve this in. There we go. What do you guys think? Is that kind of that work? See if I can fix this little ridge here. Fix up this one here. Let's go a little bit wider. Okay, all right, let's see. Let's duplicate that one. Reprocess. Just in case, I don't like this, I'm gonna split it off. And then I'm gonna bring the other one back to the normal version, and then I'm gonna have the bullseye itself separate, so that way I can swap in between the two styles of masks in case don't really care for that one. I have a chance to salvage it without having to redo the bullseyes. And I'm just gonna extract it like I did with the what's it called? The mask part. Okay, and this makes. There we go. Just try to make sure it's a little bit lower. We don't want it too big of a file. Actually, that reminds me. Let me go preferences, quick save, delete the quick saves. And let's go. now that we have this, maybe let's just duplicate this one for now. And then this one will dynamesh, because this is a good reason to need a dynamesh. Modify topology. Oops, that was right. Spot. And it's okay if I lose the back half. I don't technically need it, because I just needed to create extraction. Yeah, it's okay. All right, so what we're gonna do is switch our masking, perfect circle. Start with the outside. Let's see where we want this. I feel like that's a pretty good size right there. Let's see if we can get this a little bit cleaner. Let's go divided by 1. Okay, maybe I can't. If I like that, it'd be too much. Alright, let's bring that. That's fine. Alright. And then here. Yeah, so this one we'll make the bullseye, like, because he has a couple different variations. Where one is like a thin line on the inside, and then the other one's like have the black on the inside. Let's do the one with the black. Thinner black lines. Basically, what's white is gonna be what's black. Go like that. Let's put one there. Let's fix that. It's a little bit too high. You know what? That's too big. I wasn't thinking. Oh, I'm off center. That's fine. Okay. Then let's go back to the center here and bring that out. Do this one a little. This line is going to be a little bit thinner, like that. Make sure that's masked out. Let me mask out this area as well. Oh, of course. Make the draw size smaller. All right, cool. And then affect the front. Okay. All right, so with this, let's go to extract. So we can go probably 0.01. Let's see that. Yeah, that should be okay. Accept. Alrighty, and then we're gonna go clean up this edging. polish. Let's see how well the zero measure does with this. Let's go half. Okay. See, that's like it's doing this line thing here. I don't like that. It used to be when I zero mesh is doing that. Because I did it for this. That's probably why I'm having that issue before. All right, well, we'll leave it. We'll leave it like this. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I don't think you'll be able to notice that much in the sculpt, anyways. I think it needs to be pronounced a little bit as well, so that way when you're painting it, it makes it a little bit easier. All right, so let's take that. This we can delete. Yeah, delete this one. Okay, and now I can turn off screen 2. Let's go with this one. We're gonna move back all this up. Boom. So now we have a clean version of it and a more armored version. Let's see here, for the armored one, we're going to go with color for the blue. Yeah, let's add this little bit of tinge of blue in this, and this white object. This one, let's go here. Object. And then here, let's bring in my skin tone. I'm going to take handy dandy skin tone. Color, the objects. And there we go. Yeah, it's not too shabby. What are your guys' thoughts so far on this? We got that one. We got the classic one. And again, this is just start. We'll get into the others later. Good? Bueno? All right, fantastic. Let's see here. I forgot about this part. Okay. That is a 9:43. All right, I think it's probably a good stopping point. I'm gonna probably start working on a little bit of expressions while I have time tomorrow to do so, and then the beginning of next week we'll get into more of the expressions. So I'll try to get. So I want to hit a lot of things with this one because I'd like to have these, and I feel like this should be pretty fun. The other thing we wanted to hit expression wise is maybe a sniping with the tongue out. Nico suggested that one, and I'm obliged to do so because he helps me out with painting. I'd like to help him out with whatever he would like. So I would like to do that, just kind of like how we did with the Punisher one. I have him kind of squinting in one eye. I'm going to kind of do something similar to that one. I think it should be pretty fun. Something different than I have seen before. I am very, very interested in doing. I'm gonna have fun with doing this expression. I'm curious how this is gonna look with the wide eyes, and the having the brows come down. Oh, this is gonna be a fun sculpt. It's nice when the character is very expressive, and I really like this one so far. So. Yeah, this is gonna look good on the display shelf for sure. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Yeah, might end up like trying to fix this thing up a little bit more, but otherwise it might be okay. It might be alright. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. I appreciate you guys for chilling here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, as usual. Gaijin, Ender Shadow, Triple Toys. Always appreciate you guys chilling here. You guys are my usual crowd, and I appreciate when you guys are vocal about when I'm working here. I always need that feedback when I'm working here. Helps me out a lot to be able to get things going. So I appreciate you guys very much for chilling here with me. And then next week we'll continue picking this up, and then we'll do Muse, and then we'll do blind spot, depending on which one. I don't know which one I want to do first. We'll see, but one or the other will be done first. The other thing that I'll go into real quick is the X-Force Archangel. I do want to hit that. He has a he's got his wings, and there's a folded in wings one. I don't have a thing ready. It's on my phone. I don't have something ready for you guys. I posted it in. Where did I post it at? Maybe it was in the channel. But yeah, I'm gonna try to work on that in the meantime during the week, so that way, if you guys have the X-Force Archangel, you can have a smaller version of his wings plugged into the back, because it's kind of like a little, like, I don't know, like. Like, think of it like a chicken wing without the feathers, how it looks like that. Yeah, that's basically how it looks. So I'm going to try to get one that fits in there. Probably it's not going to be like a perfect fit, but it's going to have it might require a little bit of sticky tack. It's going to have plugs to go into the back of the holes, but I don't think I want it to be a perfect fit so it gets stuck in there. We'll see. I'll see how I work it out. I'm going to scan it. The only thing that kind of sucks is the angel figure I have is in the back of my display, set up on his little stand, and it's gonna be a pain to get him out. I don't really want to, but for this, because I don't know when my Archangel's gonna get in, so I'd rather not wait. I'd rather just get this done now and have people to get it. And that's something I can paint up too, because I have the that same silver that I have for the daggers. I can use that silver for the X-Force Archangel, because even the wings itself, I don't care for the wings, the color of the wings. I do want to get those changed up a little bit too, so I might repaint those, so they still don't match. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. See you guys next week. Hope you guys have a good week, and see you then. Have a good one.